So I at least failed in the right direction, which is great. Alright, so this is my Saturn V reading nook, but the bottom needs a cushion to be a little bit more cozy. So I don't really know how to do this, but I figured the first part was making a template. I usually start before I'm ready, even if I don't know all the steps that it's going to take to complete a project. So I just made the template with cardboard scraps and tape. I have a great wood shop out there, but it is dirty most of the time. And as much as I would want to be able to throw over, huge vat of fabric on a big table, that's just not the case. What I do have is this small little crafting station for my sewing stuff. So it's not ideal, but especially for bigger projects, it's going to be a little difficult. And I'm going to make a big cushion for my daughter's little reading nook. So it's a little larger than would really be helpful for me, but I'm just going to go for it anyway. So yeah, we're just going to struggle. So I have this cushion material, and I made this form using a bunch of scrap cardboard from discarded boxes, and I'm going to use a Sharpie to outline some cuts that I have to make. And then I think the move here, I have this knife that is supposed to be able to break off the tips as you use them, but the good thing is you can make it also a really long knife. So I'm going to do that for the foam here. At Joann Fabrics, they use a automated turkey cutter thing for this. Should probably be a lot easier than what I'm doing here. This is what I got. Alright, so let's go test it.
Hey, good job. You can cut out a whole shape.
Alright, the next step is the fabric. It's this nice bluish velvet. Again, it'd be really nice to have a huge table to lay all this out. I know it's kind of going to be a pain in the ass.
Yup, that little table didn't work. So I'm up here on my big ass dining room table.
Okay, so here's a life hack for you. If you ever need a big crafting table, just pretend you were going to build a big dining room table, and then you can use it for crafting whenever you want. So what I'm going to do is pin this fabric together and then cut it out all at once. So not only do I get two identical pieces, but I also don't have to draw anything. Alright, now I have two identical pieces, a top and a bottom. So now I gotta work on all the sides. Alright, so now I need one of each side. And my foam is 2 inches thick. So I need 2 inches plus I think I was doing about a 5/8 seam allowance. So 2. So it's been a week since I cut all this fabric up for this cushion. I've been putting it off for too long. I think I'm a little scared to mess it up and having to recut everything. Also a little scared to do first zipper. I think I watched enough videos. There's an instruction on the zipper thing. I think we're just gonna do it anyway. So yeah. I didn't know what an unholy mess this material causes. It's got these little fluffs that are all over everything, and it's kind of annoying. Alright, so this is the bottom piece. I'm going to fold that up for now. Yeah, that makes sense. So then I think I decided I'm going to do the zipper on this seam that keeps it most hidden. Yeah. Alright. So let's do our longest piece first. And I want to sew I'll put show sides together. It's kind of good to always start on your longest piece. That way any excess you can use for smaller pieces, and but if you do it the opposite way, you may end up with two pieces that are too small because you accidentally cut something the wrong dimensions. And this one I intentionally left long so I can cut it to exact size. I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not stretching either the bottom or the top as I'm doing this process, just kind of laying it on. Probably should use navy thread since this is kind of a dark navy, but you shouldn't see the thread at all since it'll be on the inside, and I have a lot of white. Since I've never used this fabric before, I'm actually going to take some of my scraps and do a test to make sure my tension and everything and my spacing is all right. Alright, immediately that seems too close together, so I'm going to widen that. Alright, that feels right. So my initial stitches were kind of tight, can't even see them. I loosened it up and widened them across, so go. Okay, so right now we have our two side pieces attached to our main piece. I'm just going to sew down here, and that'll bring that together into the three-dimensional shape I'm looking for. Alright, I'm going to replace this foot with my zipper foot. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, that seems pretty straightforward. I think I need to watch a video on this because I'm not really sure what the heck's going on. Because I know this foot is like adjustable, but like where is it supposed to go? Alright, so that's my best guess as to where it goes, and then this. Well, I don't want the needle to hit that metal, so I'd have to yeah. I'm gonna have to look at something. I don't know how to do this. Alright, I had to reset, but I think I got it right this time. So the way we're going is that come on. So the zipper foot runs right up next to the actual zipper, and the needle goes on the zipper side of it. So I think if we, alright, I'm going to start it a little bit down from the teeth because I think I can pull this back and get a straighter zip on it. There's probably a correct way to do that, but we're just going to go with that. So alright, so that seemed to work. And zipper still sews it. It still works. Okay. I'm just going to finish this by zipping this back. Alright, so I got the one side done. Now it's time to do the other side, which is this one. Again, we're going to lay our show side and our show side together. Big thing here is to make sure it's just the zipper to the next piece. And so now we're going to work on the top stitch portion of this just to keep it all nice and out of the way. I still want the zipper foot on the side of the zipper. So I think we'll do I'm just going to kind of put a little tension on this piece of fabric that I'm sewing down. That way it won't kind of bind the teeth when the zipper is in action. So alright, looks like we got a zipper. So I think from there I need to kind of bind this edge together so it's not open. I think I'm going to do that with some sort of like patch here. Same thing here to keep this part closed. But yeah, that's some good progress. Feel good about that. Alright, it's night number 2 of sewing this cushion cover. Got it all laid out. We got the zipper section clipped into place. We got the Eagles game going. Comment below if you love the Eagles or hate the Eagles. I want to hear everybody. And we're going to get started. Alright, we're going to get started sewing the zipper panel on. Alright, so we have the bottom of the cushion with the show side up, and then I'm going to take the other piece with also the show side facing it. And then what I'm really going to do is just go real slow and clip all these edges together in one go, so I can do one kind of continuous run around. I think that's going to be my best bet. So yeah, just going real slow. Alright, so now using this zipper, unzip it, and flip it all inside out, or right side out. And I'm just going to check all the seams that it looks like there's no gaps. So far so good. All the corners seem like they got locked in. Alright, that's great news. Alright, so here's we got a cushion. Here we got our cover. Definitely going to do this part first because it seems like the most difficult. Alright, it fits. It's maybe a little loose. Which I can tighten by kind of re-sewing it with a more seam allowance, the tighter seam allowance. I'm gonna leave it right now because I don't know if this fabric shrinks, so I'm gonna let it ride and then see if I wash it in a few months if it shrinks. Because I can always come back and fix kind of the looseness of it. But yeah, I mean, better too big than too small. So I at least failed in the right direction, which is great. So I'm actually really proud of this. The zipper works well. I was able to get the piece in, the cushion in. I think the looseness is going to tighten over time. Especially with washing, I'm sure this will get dirty. So yeah, we'll see how it looks once it gets some use. And yeah, I mean, subscribe, hang out, just having fun in the shop. See ya. Yeah, you're in your rocket ship. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next week.